Too far away? Is this a good shot? Is this a good shot? I don't know. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie if you're new here. I hope your day is going well. And today we are going to be doing my Fantasyathon Tbr. I am so fucking stoked. You guys already know that this readathon is something that I'm very happy that it's happening. I'm very happy that y'all are excited for it. And we're gonna do my TBR today. Before I fucking forget, I should mention the live show. So we are going to be doing a live show for Fantasyathon. It will be on my channel on April 7th. It'll be early on in the readathon, which is gonna be pretty cool. Honestly, I'm really jazzed. And it will be at 5 p.m. PST. At the moment, it will be me and Julie. Potentially Allie will maybe have technological issues, but we'll see if we can get her in. I'm so fucking excited for this live show, for all of the stuff we're gonna be doing. I'm so pumped. So this reading year has not been the greatest for me. When I did the Contemporary-thon in February, I could not stick to the TBR that I had to save my fucking life. And a lot of the books that I've been excited for this year have been big letdowns. So what I did was I posted some polls on Instagram to have you guys help me pick out my TBR. That was confusing, so let's just go ahead and move on. You guys get the whole Instagram followers control my life. This is basically my Instagram followers kind of sort of controlled my TBR, but didn't actually know they were doing it. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram yet, the link is down below. So let's go ahead and get started. So for Fantasyathon, the first prompt is read a diverse fantasy, and I had a poll up between two books, and that was between the Empire of Sand and A Curse So Dark and Lonely, and I want to say that A Curse won by kind of a landslide actually. Yes, so at this moment we have Empire at 35% and Curse at 65%. I know that this is a Mughal inspired fantasy, and I'm excited for that, but I feel like I've started this before and didn't like it, so I don't know why I got it from the library. I was just interested in it. And then A Curse So Dark and Lonely is a Beauty and the Beast retelling with a main character who has cerebral palsy, and I'm very interested in that, but I have heard some kind of iffy things. It's also a hunker, but it is YA, so I'm thinking it's gonna take me not that long, so I think this is probably a good one for the readathon. So this is going to be on my TBR. It's a floppy paperback, so that's gonna be good too. And then the next poll that was super close, I honestly think that it's been going back and forth for the last little bit, is between The Girl King by Mimi Yu and A Discovery of Witches by Deborah Harkness. As you can see, I've already started this. It has a bill in it as a bookmark, because at first The Girl King was definitely winning, and then all of a sudden A Discovery of Witches is now at 52%. And I started A Discovery of Witches last night because I've been just being a mood reader, because that's kind of who I am. I have to mood read. I can't really do structured TBRs, typically speaking, except if it's for readathons usually. And this is very dense, and it's 600 pages. So this is not gonna be what I read for the readathon. I will be reading The Girl King, even though you guys did technically pick Discovery of Witches, but I will probably read The Girl King. I have heard some iffy things about this one as well. Not a lot of people have been hyping it up, but it's YA and it's probably not as dense. This one's about a girl whose sister is supposed to be queen, and then they have a fight or something. I don't know. It's a YA Asian inspired fantasy, so I'm probably gonna fuck with it real hard. And then Discovery of Witches is about a witch and a vampire who fall in love. I have started it already, and I'm just thinking that I'm gonna just start reading it and try and finish it this month, just because this is what I'm in the mood for right now, and I don't feel like saving it for Fantasyathon. So, sorry not sorry. And then the next poll was between the second book of the, what is this? The Fair Assassins trilogy? I don't know. This is called Dark Triumph. This is about assassin nuns. And then it was paired against Blood Witch by Susan Dennard. I just picked this book up. This is the third book in the Witchland series. I loved Truth Witch by Susan Dennard, but then I did not like Wind Witch at all. But I have heard that this book is very good, and if you are excited for it, then it's a good thing to pick up. So I pitted these two together, and Blood Witch won by, I think, a landslide. It was 60% or something like that. So I will be reading this one. I do happen to have Sight Witch as well, which is the novella in betweenst, or it's a prequel novella, and I may just read them back to back or really close together, because I've heard that you should read Blood Witch first, but I've also heard that you should read Sight Witch first, so we'll probably just like see how that goes, because I have both, so we'll find out. But I'll probably not read this one at the moment, just because this one is not as exciting for me right now, and you guys weren't excited for it either, so we're gonna put this aside for now. And then I just posted another poll right before sitting down. Oh, I haven't been telling you the challenges. Bullshit. And then the next challenge was Hypetrain, and I don't have a specific one for that at the moment. I'm thinking I'm going to be doing Red Scrolls because that comes out during the readathon, and it'll be kind of cool to take you guys with me to the bookstore to pick it up. So I'm thinking that we would probably do that, and it's a Shadowhunter book, so I'm probably gonna read it. And then the next poll that I just posted right before starting this video, which I don't even know if anyone's voted yet. So the poll that this was going to be for was for the DNF, or like a soft DNF of a fantasy novel. I typically don't soft DNF anything. If I DNF a book, I'm not coming back to it probably for a very lengthy period of time. So I don't have anything on my shelves that I haven't finished recently, so I'm going to go ahead and do potentially a reread instead, and I'm going to put it between City of Glass and The Night Circus. So if you have been on my channel for a while, you know that A, I'm a Shadowhunter stan, and you also know that The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern is one of my all-time favorite books. This is such a beautiful, beautiful book, and I haven't read it in a really long time. This is one of my all-time favorite copies. I got this from Book Depository. It's got sprayed beautiful edges. I happen to love this book, and there is going to be a new book by Erin Morgenstern finally coming out this year, and I can't wait, and I just want to reread this, and it'd be fun to actually be vlogging while rereading it. So I think I might do this one, but I also just reread City of Ashes, and I've just been hungry for more Shadowhunter content for some weird reason. Like usually Shadowhunter stuff is not my like biggest jam, but like recently I've been like, I need that Magnus and Alec bullshit right now. That'll be between these two. I'm not gonna go ahead and decide as of yet. I might read both of them, but I'm gonna put them both on the TBR for now because I'm a crazy person, and we'll find out what happens later. All right, and so I did tell you guys that I have Sight Witch, so that's gonna be on here as well, but it's not for a specific challenge at the moment. And for the last challenge that's kind of like specific, it's read a format or genre or age range that you don't typically reach for, and I will be picking up Nevermore for this. I do not read any middle grade like at all, and I've struggled really hard with it, but I've heard so many good things about Nevermore. I've recommended it myself without even having read it, but I definitely want to get to this book. I am going to see if I can get the audiobook for it, and it will be a good time. I don't really know what it's about. It's very whimsical. I think there's a magical tournament of some sort, so I'm gonna be fucking hard with that. And I know that there's also a few graphic novels that I want to read as well. As you can see, I'm like super prepared for this video. Like the TBRs for me are like usually so like set in stone, like these are the books that I'm gonna read, but like this year I can't even fucking pick what I'm gonna read next, much less an entire TBR. So it's been a little stressful. So this is the confirmed things that I want to read during Fantasyathon. I don't know if I'm gonna be getting to both Sight Witch and Blood Witch, but we'll find out. But yeah, I definitely think this is a pretty good collection of fantasy stuff, and I'm super stoked about it. I definitely am really excited to see your guys's. I'm gonna put this there. I'm really excited to see your guys's TBR, so if you do have one, please leave them in the comments down below. I am just so jazzed for all of this. So I'm gonna go because I've been rambling and my camper battery's dying. So I'm gonna go now, guys. Like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Bye!